Today on the SnaQ-PaQ, we are doing the teriyaki chicken sandwich from Burger King. Now, everyone else and their dog has reviewed this sandwich. I usually don't watch other people's reviews.
Usually.
But I've learned something, and I'm going to apply it in this case.
This burger looks messy.
Yeah. Classic Burger King lettuce. The complaint that I heard about this sandwich was when you usually purchase it, like originally, the teriyaki sauce only comes on the bottom. They said that there wasn't enough teriyaki. Plus it had mayo on it. People said that was disgusting. So, my thought was, literally every reviewer I saw said, don't like the mayo on the top, not enough teriyaki. Easy fix. When we went through, I said no mayo, teriyaki on top and bottom.
Yeah, this looks like it shouldn't have been made.
Yeah. Burger King food has a way of being that way. Truth and Advertising Department, if you saw yesterday's big all-American sandwich with the hot dog and all that on it, we just filmed that video. In fact, I'm starting to get meat sweats from it.
Meat sweats. That should be the name of a food reviewer, if it's not already. Meat sweats.
Oh, meat sweats. Copyright us right now. So he's only getting a quarter of a sandwich because that half-pound thick burger about took him out. One of the few times off camera when the video was over, we finished the burger. We gave it an A. All right, on to what we're doing today. Teriyaki chicken.
All right, I'm not finishing it. Yeah, let's go get a C. The chicken tastes old.
I never have a problem. This is one product that used to be bulletproof with me from Burger King. Nice. What? Spoke too soon. I was going to say no napkins, but there's napkins. The chicken sandwich is always bulletproof with me. I've never had one where I was like, they screwed this up. They can put bacon on it. They can put a like Italian like sauce on it. They can do this. They can do that. But you know what? Burger King knew what they were doing when they didn't put the teriyaki on top and bottom.
They did?
I'm saving you guys the trouble right now. Don't do that. Go ahead. What I would do with this is take the lettuce off. We took the tomatoes off because it's just abhorrent what Burger King does to vegetables. Go ahead and leave the mayo off, and just the only bet I can say is a hint of teriyaki on the bottom, but this overpowered it.
That's a good word right there. Abhorrent.
When it comes to their lettuce, there's no better description. Like, I hate to keep going back to reviews we've done, but the review we just did with the Hardee's / Carl Jr. sandwich, they put so much lettuce on there we had to let some off, but it was leafy. It was green. It was crisp. It had life. This looks like it already came out the other end of a cat's ass.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
No, I'm going to give this a C+, because I kind of like it a little bit. Just a little bit.
I'm going to go with a C. If I had a little less teriyaki and no lettuce, it could possibly go to a B-, but this is not very good. They found a way to jack up my favorite sandwich.
The meat tastes like it's been microwaved.
See, I like the meat. That's one of those things you either like it or you don't. You know what you're getting with the meat, but the surrounding of it, the teriyaki.
Like the texture feels like a Salisbury steak, kind of, a little bit.
A little bit. No question of the day, but I have a question for you just because I'm curious.
Let's bust it.
Right. You can answer this, cool. I'm not trying to demean you. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Do you know what a collect call is?
Oh, I think I do. Maybe, because I've heard about something like this. Is that where, like, is it like a call line? Like a bunch of people are all in the same... No?
That's a party line.
That's a party line. Well, I ain't got nothing for you. I know what a collect call is.
A collect call was something that happened in the 60s, 70s, 40s, 50s, 80s, 90s, where back in the day, even just about the time you were born, believe it or not, sometimes to call over to another town would cost you 20, 30 cents a minute while you're talking to someone.
Wow.
If you called to another state, it may cost even more.
What about to another country?
Oh, forget about it. Yeah, forget about it. Just back up the truck. Back in the old days, you could pick up a payphone with no money and dial 0 or a specific number and then dial in the number that you're trying to reach.
Yeah.
The other person would answer and say, I will accept the charges for this call. So even though they're being called, they're paying for it. In tradition, it used to be when you called someone, you paid. I was telling somebody the other day that probably most people under the age of 20 don't know what a collect call is, and they went to great lengths to argue with me.
I'm under the age of 20, so.
There are people out there under the age of 20 that will take great offense. I know what a collect call is.
Oh,
yes,
dude.
I know,
Look,
but there are people that don't.
I feel you.
Okay, I've proved my point. One quick thing
Yeah?
that I do miss about collect calls
Yeah?
was scamming the collect call.
Scamming it? How do you scam it?
Because you used to say a message at the beginning of the call. It would be like when the person that was going to pay picked up, it would say, "You have a collect call from Greg."
Yeah.
A smart person or a person that knew how to work the system would be like, you didn't have a cell phone, but you needed to be picked up somewhere, for instance. Yeah. So when the other person, when it said, "What's your name?" you would say, "Pick me up." And then the other person would answer and say, "You have a collect call from Pick Me Up. Will you accept the charges?" No. Oh. You got your message. And then sometimes if you had to get a message across, you would call 3 different times.
That's genius.
"You have a collect call from Pick Me Up." No. "At the
no.
movies."
It's genius.
It was genius. And it was talking on a payphone. You talk to people on a payphone, say, for 40 minutes.
Yeah. And
you would hang up. And you've had to put money in it. And you go to walk off and the phone would ring. You'd go back and answer the phone. It'd be the phone company. It'd be like, "You owe us 45 cents. The best feeling in the world would be like, "Oh yeah? Screw you, pal." Keep walking. What were they going to do to you?
Nothing.
More times than not, they wouldn't even charge the other person. Like, every once in a while, you could make someone so angry they would put the charges on the person you called.
That's funny.
But not very often.
Yeah, it seems like I missed out on the prime time to do like epic prank calls.
Or you want to talk about a prank call, they would call back and then you would answer back in a weird voice or like a drunk guy. "No, he's dead. He just got stabbed." That's 80s for you, buddy. That's 80s and 90s what you kids so badly want to go back to. That's what we did for entertainment.
Seriously, every time I see something like
no
that,
internet.
it makes me mad.
Nothing. No cell phones. Nothing.
You still want to be there.
Yeah. Crappy video games.
Yep.
We're going to roll this up and edit a bunch of this out, I think. I don't know what.
They didn't have Breaking Bad in the 90s, huh?
No, they didn't.
No.
No, but they had good meth in the 90s. That probably has
they
to go.
sure did.
That probably has to go. All right. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.